好吧，不管他。
And what happened to him?
The heat of the flames turned him to ashes before he made it halfway down.
I guess some mysteries are best left unexplored.
The rowers need time to rest.
去看一下。哦，是手里战。安哦，来哦，来哦 ，yes。哦。 哦，我好凶凶哦！哦，凶凶哦！哎呦，哎呦！哦！哎呦，凶凶呢！干，别逼我当精准猎人哦！走，精准猎人，来啊！干，逼我当精准猎人。 哎，哦，哎，坏坏。 哎，这边有一个哎，好 ，OK， 我们去干这一个。100多公尺。哎，等一下，这边有一个这个哎。 为什么这个一个孤岛会给一个船点啊？我有点问号。孩子漏点真太久。
The helm's all yours, Commander.
More oars! Woo! Feel that wind!
We are at full speed, Commander.
哎，这不能撞。哦，顶的啦。
Commander, let the helm.
哎，这是支线吗？哦，没有，死了。再见了，兄弟。医学诞生岛，为什么叫医学诞生岛？
Right, Phobos. Yeah.
哎，刚刚那个神教是不是就是之后的那个什么啊？之后的圣殿骑士啊？突然想到这个事情，那应该就是之后的那个吧？圣殿骑士。What the fuck？
By all the gods, it's hot in here.
为什么这边不能用那个？看一下。这是什么雾里看花？啊，不管了，反正先跳进去再说。
Hephaestus sure seems angry. I wonder if it's because of the war. They'll be on high
应该
alert
死不
here.
了吧？果然没错。哎，干
Must not burn through.
啊啊
Shit!
啊！等一下，他掉到啊，算了，他掉下去不见嘞。他掉到岩浆里嘞。啊？铁公啊小。好猛！ 假的？哎，我又可以看到了。蛮强的嘛。What？ 啊，知道怎么进去？但进不去。我们是走这边嘛？哎，这边出口哎。等一下，等一下，有问题。我们这边还有2个宝箱。下去啊！哎，没有哎，绕了一圈，就2个洞而已。一个是从山顶上跳下去那个洞，一个是这边这个地方入口，就2个没了，就这样子没了，不可能。
Let's hope no one notices me here.
真的也这样都没嘞。没了。这个是从那个火山口上面下来，对啊，这是龙眼口那一边啊。哎，不对啊，这样子怪怪的。这怎么进去啊？哎，卡住了这个地方。干，不是啊。难道要用斯巴达踢？应该不可能吧？然后这个，也没有。这是。哎，打不开这个。好吧，不管它了，先解我们主线吧。这个可能之后有什么东西可以打开吧。 下脚，下脚。
Where to now, Commander?
Shift the oars!
Should we grab the salvage, Commander?
A nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be free.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need. Otherwise, you're dreaming it.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long. Rowing speed! Let's go! Here we go! Ready sails for docking!
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
If I wasn't getting something out of it, he'd be dead already.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's
Toch
plotting
minder naar de-
Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens.
That's everything Pericles wanted. I'm to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
更多线索。哇哦，这个，有点多。没关系，先把这个开开，之后我们回来这边也比较快。之后回来这边也比较快啊。阿蒂娜。 头在哪？哎，任务嘞，不是点了？哦，还没点出来。哦，我们要回去了，好不？要回去了。等一下哦，顺便标这个，顺路走过去。喂，不够远。民主之父。民主之父不是苏格拉底吗？我怎么印象中记得民主之父是苏格拉底？有一个在这边，然后是那个不理他。轻松简单。我要再把我的那个刺杀再用高一点，不然有些又被骂一击必杀。我记得下面还有一个，这个刚好是我的 target。Come on, come on, where are you? Come on, come on, where are you?
I'm here to collect that.
然后等他，然后刺杀。哎，动！死了。哎，哦，要确认几招，这么麻烦啊！加密码缓冲者有没有加刺杀？刺杀！哎，来 哪一个、啊？哟西，刺杀正是我需要的。这是战士。什么刺杀啊？战士。好吧，就这个刺杀 ，OK， 可以啦，17000 OK 的啦，17000耶。左边，哦，可以揭露了，噔噔。
I swear on my life, and the lives I will take from others, I will not fail the cosmos again.
哎，继续。
I will follow the most to the underworld, and bring my hordes with us.
这个不是那个野蛮民族那个吗？哎，还有一个。哦，没了没了。别跟我说这又是谁的家了？哦，真的。
Better stay hidden.
Walk away from here, now!
我现在才发现一件事情，原来刺杀也算是有暴击率的话，你的刺杀会变得更高诶。我现在才注意到诶，这是谁？献祭者。哦，他不怕那个，但是他耐动。杀啦！这么嚣张，滚！雄中，杀！
Probably nothing to worry about.
Hey, 等一下，哎，我刚刚啊，可恶，我刚刚没按到那个。Yeah, I'm cover. Yeah. 可以了。 哎，靠背，哎，他有时候真的会失误，哎，很奇怪。好啦，然后小猫咪，都帮我挤一下我的那个肾上腺素。奇怪。よし，这个不理他，这个 OK。你在找什么啊？找我啊？死吧
Best stay out of sight.
其实看了那么多之后，我觉得这个人也是个王八蛋。只要是不合他的意，他也是把人家干掉，或者是做一些不法手段。所以我觉得这个家伙也是个王八蛋。其实也蛮想把他干掉的。但是我们要先用它找到我们的妈妈。哦
Cassandra, it's you!
嗯，
Phoebe!
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even...
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship.
I just can't believe you...
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby.
哇，好
But
强哦！
every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and
So you somehow work here?
No, for Aspasia.
哈？谁？
I don't understand why...
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you...
And my weapons?
Don't worry. I'll take care of them.
Well... How is it you're...
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I
小不
may
为了
have
领
been
袖
a。leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready...
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in.
I'll get changed.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
可他骨架
You
还
look
是
like
很大
everyone。else.
You say that like
海
it's a
基
good
佬
thing.
啊！
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in.
I'm struggling to think of any right now.
No weapons.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty...
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people...
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, let me introduce you to everyone.
好险哦，好险
They
我刚
may
才有
not
换。
look it, but this group holds the Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
好靠北哦。那看来与智力没什么相关。
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also...
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild...
That isn't...
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me...
Vile Socrates! Always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
这个人就很标准的那个雅典人嘞。傻笑。
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight. Or end one.
他喝酒的方式是在斯巴达人。
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
You're leaving me alone with these people?
You'll do fine without me, I promise. Just relax.
对哦，他们要找他妈妈。
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-blooder. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again. I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles.
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, Xanthodontus exothalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
灌醉哦。原来你是想要他出洋相。
You want to get Euripides drunk? Are you hoping?
Ha! We both know that's not possible. But you're a feisty one, to say the least.
All right. If nothing else...
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the
最
greatest
伟大的
dramatist
剧
in
作
the
家
land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepius, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up
干超
over
仇富哎！
Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never
哎，我觉得
just
这一代
anything
讲话都
for
很
him.
嘲讽
Though
哎，
I
是我错
confess,
觉吗？
Euripides and I
还
thought
是
the
说
bond
是因
deeper
为
than
大家都
brothers.
是那个
Why
希
he
腊
sums it with a banal young
所以讲话都
Cretans
特别文绉
Aristophanes,
绉，
I will never
然后又
know.
特别酸。太好笑了。
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
好。
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinct...
拿干行，他什么意思？我是来这里拿干行酒，我是哪里来甜葡萄酒的？应该这个吧。
I'm here for your...
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
A new face in Pericles' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my...
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of...
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Ari... Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
以一个雅典女性来讲，真的太重了啦，太大只了。
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family.
Pericles has invited...
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Another round!
Ready for more?
Another round!
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's
猪尿
piss.
干，原来你喝
I
过
could
猪
outdrink
尿，好
both
屌！
of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
You ready for another?
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepius for his divine pity.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician. Best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him...
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
他们都喝醉了。
Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
好， 他喝醉了，他喝醉了 ，Go Go Go， 换你上。他是一个只要喝醉了，话就会变多了。
Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripidis won't notice you coming out.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be... If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
任务道具橄榄油。问号，我为什么会拿到一个任务道具橄榄油？从阿尔西比在哪里啊？阿尔西比是不是刚刚那个啊？穿着一条内裤那个？哦，里面在激战。
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in.
哦，斯巴达踢。
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you.
Look at you.
Such authority.
威严又带有侵略性。
Aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you.
是来加入我们的吗
Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door.
这些艺术家都有问题呀、啊！看你们是不是在创作艺术的时候都先刻意包大麻？看来是个很热闹的宴会啊。
I thought this party was tame even by Athenian standards. Until now.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
Ali, we're out of oil again. Ali?
Ali?
I know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered.
You mean naked?
It sounds so good.
糟糕没的。
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight...
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the goat.
拿去喂生羊。
There's another goat.
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali.
All business right until the end.
Focus.
Fled
好险我刚才有先那个没有直接问。
flees Sparta, but let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met.
足智多谋的女人。
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth.
Oh no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet.
他们是一支军队。
Ali! Ooh, when you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but...
哦，行哦。哎，还有一个在哪儿呢？哦，是这个。 好，苏格拉底了。
Ah, if it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't...
Ah, you remember. Perhaps
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the poor...
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked. Would you agree?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd.
傻小干，这我有点问号啊。这个
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
真的，那个王八蛋为了自己的一剑还杀了别人。
Order to his troops, thereby saving his own life self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
不愧是苏格拉底。
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men. What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
好香哦！看，有人在吃晚餐。这也太妖媚了吧！哦，干！我们主角的那个手臂，看到没？哇，一拳都可以把一个男人打死。
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done. Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
我做了必要之举。这个。
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
哎，等等，他刚才说的是我们之前杀掉那个谁的那件事情吗？如果我的武器在手，这些衣服是很好，没错，应该这个吧。
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
他说，那就应该这
I'm
个吧。
searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
请他知道我问
Alcibiades
他。
gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly
啊，他
legitimate anyway.
问什么意思啊？
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
所以我们现在我们要去找他。我们不能攀爬哦，这边是关键嘞。
Cassandra!
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
You've been hiding from your guests long enough. Aspasia seems to think so too.
She usually does. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And, of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time.
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every...
Spartans outside the walls, people crammed inside. I don't envy you.
Even so, there isn't another city I'd rather live in.
I can't say I know how that feels.
When you find your place, you'll...
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
还是不行，可恶！从跳下去不是很快吗？等一下，这个王八蛋，等，这个王八蛋是不是在接近我啊？这一个，还在接近你，还在接近你，靠北，这个主线要赶快破，这主线要赶快破啊，不然等一下都冲进来了。
You look tired.
Only of conversation.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all.
I've had enough Athenian hospitality.
You get used to it. What are you going to do?
我要去找，刚刚说这两个嘛，对不对？那我先去这个哦。
There is a woman in Corinth I'd like.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was.
哦，就是那个瘟疫嘛。
You don't think?
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault.
Okay.
哦，这都是之前讲的那个瘟疫。 这是我们刚离开上一座岛的时候讲的。
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope.
聪明的
I'm
头
happy
脑。
here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
Bye, Cassandra! 耶，顺便上厕所。